Morning everyone, it's Sunday the 10th of May. How are you all doing? Welcome to another new vlog. It's been, again, it's been a little while since the last one, about a month. And that wasn't actually a vlog anyway, that was kind of a tutorial, I guess you could say. But the keen-eyed of you will notice that this isn't my usual vehicle. And probably the very keen-eyed of you will notice it's not even a unit. I'm not even driving an Arctic today, I'm in a Rigid, an 18-tonner 2018 Mercedes. Now, this isn't actually one of our Rigids, it's a hire vehicle that we've brought in. It's really a beautiful day today. I mean, it's been beautiful a lot of days the last couple of weeks, as I'm sure many of you know about. Unfortunately, not being able to spend the time out doing what we want, which, well, it's a right bollock, isn't it? However, I have heard that this morning it's supposed to be good, but later on in the day the temperature is dropping down to about 11 degrees, which is chilling compared to what it has been recently, although it's not that cold really. Last time I drove a Mercedes, well, I've only driven a Mercedes truck twice in my career so far, not including this one, so 3 times including this time. Last time was in December, which was actually a unit. It was on the Boxing Day and I was delivering to Leeds, but I had to go to Aylesbury first to be live loaded. That ended up being a 14-hour day. I wanted to obviously get back in time, and on the way back as it was December, it was dark and dreary. I think it was about 6 or 7 o'clock, and it was absolutely chucking it down with rain, and I ended up having a mudguard kind of come off of its holder on the motorway. Hadn't hit anything or anything like that, it was just, I think it was just old and it came off, and I had to fix it at the roadside by myself in the pouring rain. It was pretty appalling. The other time I'd driven one was for my test, and it's probably the most uncomfortable lorry I've ever driven, simply because of the cab air suspension, not the seat. The seat was fine, I think, if I remember correctly. However, the cab suspension was shocking. I probably ought to give you a bit of route information. It's a pretty easy day for a Sunday, which is good, and that's why I'm not too bothered about being in a Rigid today. It's only 5 drops, or 6, I can't remember, 5 or 6, and they're all really close together. The first one's in Hounslow, we've got another one in Hounslow, then on to Richmond, Feltham and Bedfont. I think that's pretty much it, so it's all around Heathrow. Down to 50, there's more roadworks here. Seems to be roadworks in quite a lot of places. I don't know if they're, taking advantage of the quieter roads. Okay, wow, that's a really annoying sound. It thought that there was a line in the road for, they dug it up and put piping down or something. You can see it again in front of me. It thought that was a lane, and it was, a lane leaving warning, or whatever you call it. Just left the M4. I don't know if you can see that down there. The back windscreen wiper, it just looks hilarious. Someone snapped it off, obviously, because it's just moving constantly and they can't turn it off. It just looks really funny. I just like it. Just 10 minutes of driving left. We're only 4 miles away. We just came off the M4. Westbound, just coming in past, no, sorry, not westbound, eastbound, just coming in past Heathrow. But we're now on the A312, and actually Heathrow's just in front of us on the right over there. Usually we'd get to see a load of traffic coming over these trees, but nothing today. Yes, don't worry, we are permit holders. Our first stop's just up the road. It's just on the corner up here. Some of you may know it if you live in the area. There's a Tesco's driver there already. Always is. Always another driver there waiting. They must just sit there all day, I think. But what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll reverse in front of him and we'll just unload in front of him. Not a problem. Up to this slight three-pointer turn. Okay, watch the right-hand side, left-hand side. Okay, not a problem. And stick it in reverse. Don't have the camera on the back of this lorry, so we'll just have to make sure we don't hit him. Okay, back we go. There we go. That'll do just fine. Anyone coming in can get past us perfectly. Okay, where's my pen? There it is. I've just chucked everything down there because there's nowhere really to put everything. I mean, I don't know why you need 7 cup holders. Doesn't really make much sense to me, but anyway. So that drops all done, all 6 cages. Not too many, that's probably about 1/5 of the whole route. Next one's also in Hounslow, so let's just get that up. TW45LF. Oops. It's a pretty old TomTom at this point, so it's pretty slow. Hanworth Road, that's it. Nice one. You see, it's literally around the corner. 5 minutes, it'll probably take us less than that though. Okay, so we're not going up that way, we're going to be going down that way. Yeah, anyway, how do you guys like my haircut? It's called the Corona cut. Had to be done. If honestly, if I'd done a video before my haircut, it would have killed me. The head strap that I used to put the GoPro on my head messed my hair up completely, probably would go in my eyes. So I got my girlfriend to do it for me, and yeah, I look like a tennis ball, but at the end of the day, at least I can see where I'm going. So I'm going to pull forward and to the right a little bit, and then reverse back, so I can get a better angle on it, I guess. I've got plenty of space to reverse there. I'm not used to the length of these, they're very short. Right, let's swing it out. Interim service, yet you go away. Oh. Did decide to go left out of there in the end. It looked like the whole route was easier, so I just thought, why not? Alright, so we're going in the left here. We're going to need a bit more space though on this side of the road. Slightly buggered that up. Let's just get reverse a bit. basically impossible to do without actually going up the curb though. As much as I try, I do have to use the curb. I know I can see there's windows open there for residential, so I don't want to make too much noise, so I'm going to stop as quick as I can. There we go, that'll be fine. Tail lift on the back door. Cool, nice one. I might do this drop and then have a bit of breakfast, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. Right, so unfortunately you joined me in the next drop. There was another delivery that the store was expecting, and he happened to turn up just as I'd finished, so I couldn't stick around and have my break then. So I'm gonna have it now. I'm at Bedfont Road at the minute, or Bedfont Staines Road. But I want to talk about my breakfast, my banana and my biscuits. Now, if you're absolutely terrible at getting up in the mornings for work like me, then these are bloody perfect. These, tasty as anything, and bananas, well, they're pretty self-explanatory. This one's on the way out, to be honest, but I actually quite like them like this. I prefer them more like this than, you know, green, and they're a bit hard and a bit chewy then, but they're nice and soft and sweet when they're like this. So that's a thumbs up in my book. These biscuits, they're called Belvitas. I mean, I guess they look a bit boring, but they're actually good. Belvita biscuits, you can get them in any supermarket. But like I said, they're perfect just to pick up, and they last me till I get to my first store usually. I waited today though. I didn't want to eat them without talking about them, because I think it's useful, because surely there's a lot of lorry drivers that are similar to me, or people in similar positions where they don't like getting up for work. Alright guys, we're just here to do the unloading. Just want to show you how the tail lift works though. It's pretty simple really. Let me get down. So you push this to the right, you have to hold it. Usually we leave this on, but you know, if you wanted to you could take the key out. But usually stick that to on, hold that to the right. Left is the inside controls, right is the outside controls. And yeah, you've got up and down, left and right. So down, move it off its blocks, go right. There you go. Switch it to the right control, don't have to hold it. Sorry, the left control, which is the inside, and you can use the inside. So yeah, pretty simple. Onto Felton, we've got 5 cages there. And then Richmond, and that is literally it. Why is this? There we go. Wish this window would open a little bit lower. It's a bit too high to put my arm on. So I've been thinking lately about all of the current situation going on, and obviously I really hope that the aviation industry does recover, seeing as that is my passion, and within 2 years maybe I can get a job in that industry. But realistically, I'm a realist, right? People will say I'm a pessimist, but I'm a realist. And it's looking pretty devastating at the moment. And I've had to think about what else do I want to do? And I do like driving, and I do like this job. And I wondered, what about if I started my own firm? I do need to do a lot of research into it and make sure it's, you know, worth it. And I don't want to be away from home all the time, especially eventually raising a family. Not yet. I've got to think about the long term. But yeah, it's just an idea. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know. It would be a great YouTube series, although obviously that's not going to sway my opinion whatsoever. A great YouTube series would be, you know, setting up a haulage firm, and the step-by-step process of it. Who knows? Who knows? You know, now that I've been working at this company for almost 3 years, I've been to pretty much all of the locations that we deliver to. Pretty much. So I mean, it's great because it means that The most difficult bit about being an HGV driver and delivering to places in London is trying to find the places and trying to find the right place to park. But if you've been there before, super easy. So this next store, and actually the store that I've just been to, I already knew them. So I know how to get into this next one. It's actually on a red route and I've got to reverse into it. So the store's just there, however, I can see there's a guy parked where I need to reverse, so hopefully there's enough space to get off the road. Otherwise that could be pretty annoying. We should be able to reverse in there anyway. It's just going to be a little bit awkward. Ah, yeah, that's not ideal. That's not really ideal. We're just going to have to try and get off the road, and we'll have to shuffle around, we'll have to wait. Oh, he's actually getting back in his car. Just need to wait for this guy. I'll go leave it there for a minute and I'll just go and chat with this guy. Alright, so he said he was waiting for me. But he hadn't put his lights on, so I didn't know he was coming. Just finished at Feltham, and something I was quite shocked about is the social distancing in the store. Now I know we've been doing this for quite a while. I think we're on our 7th week now. I think tomorrow's our 7th week, the beginning of our 7th week. So I know people are starting to get a little bit bored of it. But I just think if you can distance outside of the store, which the supermarket's doing a really good job at, keeping everyone 2 meters apart, blah blah blah. But in the store, I know you've got the arrows on the floor and the lines, and when people are queuing for the checkouts, generally it's pretty good. But it's when people are actually shopping, it's just like a normal store. It's not even that busy today because it's a Sunday, but I can't imagine what it would be like during the rest of the week. Like I said, I've been doing trunking so much, I haven't really seen what it's been like. I've just seen the huge queues outside of stores as I run past. But yeah, I'm just shocked with it, to be honest. Last store's quite a pretty store. There's actually some greenery around. Shane will only be there for 15 minutes or so. But that's in Richmond. I'm going to stick some extended driving in here. We're coming in through, Richmond's kind of town centre, I guess you could say. The Richmond High Street. Kew Road, and it's a little bit more interesting, I guess, although I'd say that it's more interesting when there's actually people around. But look, there's no one here, it's empty. Oh my god, this used to be part of my let's let this go. Come on, I'm flashing you. Oh god, I might as well have just gone past. Yeah, this used to be part of my old route back in the day when I was actually only class 2, and you know, when I didn't have my class 1 license. Yeah, I used to come down from the other direction where all those cyclists are at the minute, and it used to be ram-packed, but nice nonetheless, I think. Steer. There we go. just waved at the Tesco's driver because we've been following each other all day. Yeah, he keeps turning up just after me, or I turn up just before or just after him. But that might be a hint to you guys that we're almost there, because we are almost there. It's just down the left here, bit of a dodgy road to go down, but as you can see, it looks pretty dodgy. But it does the trick. Alright, plenty of space, no one's here, which is always good for the last drop of the day. Let's turn that beeper off, there we go. Just because we're in a bit of a residential area. There you go. I'm happy with that. Alright guys, we are off. There was actually a car just parked right where I'm going over now, just that drain down there. So it means I couldn't get out, so I had to wait for him to come back to his car. But obviously he's gone now. So we are departing. We're due to get back to the yard in 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's a nice little drive. So I've got some great ideas for some videos coming up. I will have to plan them. I've got a lot of planning to do for them. However, it's something I'm interested in doing. And the topics of those videos are looking to be kind of educational topics relating to, you know, how things work in the industry, as well as, you know, how things work on and in the lorry that I drive, / lorries generally. Talking about things like fifth wheels, you know, how do fifth wheels work, the inner mechanics of them, how do tail lifts work, because there's a lot to them, and I imagine a lot of people don't really know much about them. So if you would be interested in that, in seeing those, let me know. They'll probably be 5-6 minutes long, maybe longer for more, you know, complicated topics. Okay guys, I'm going to leave the video there. It's been a decent day and we're on time. I'm happy with that one. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a comment or a like, or share the video with your mates. I really do appreciate that. And I want to say again, thanks for all the recent activity on the channel. It's been amazing, the rate that the channel is growing. I really appreciate it. I'm just doing this because I enjoy it and because I want to be able to watch it later on in my life. Cheers guys, see you later.